1:17 p.m., December 24th, 2018. It's Christmas Eve, which we all get very, very, very excited about. Well, I do. Wanted to make a video, provide some quick updates, some things that are coming down the pipes, and also ask some questions. First things first, happy holidays. I celebrate Christmas, so Merry Christmas to you guys that celebrate Christmas as well. If you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays for whichever event you guys celebrate and recognize, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, things like that. Hopefully, you're spending this holiday season relaxing with family versus actually working on your networks and troubleshooting some things. So, if that's the case, I hope it stays that way. If you are in the middle of a catastrophe, I hope you're able to resolve it relatively quickly. I made mention of a couple of videos that are going to be coming down the pipe, but I'd like to go ahead and cover some of the quick hitters. And then I also want to ask a question for those of you that are familiar with Zscaler. So, videos that are coming down the pipe that should provide some benefit. One, 80 VPN and what it looks like. I think this is going to be a major advantage for those organizations that have a lot of branch locations in a central hub. It'll save on bandwidth, it works a lot better, and we need a video covering it, right? A couple other things are troubleshooting of VPNs, not just IPsec tunnels, but also SSL VPN, things like that. I've had a lot of questions come in regarding traffic shaping. I'm not a big fan of traffic shaping, but that's just me. I like to have more bandwidth than necessary. But, you know, it's a total first world problem, right? SSL VPN in general, using either tunnel mode or web mode. The advantages of each, and you know, where it's most applicable for most organizations. I do want to cover some single sign-on items for the FortiGate so that you can make your policies based on users and groups versus just devices or IPs. That's critical even for smaller organizations because you actually have the ability to audit users based on where they're going and to have policies be extremely granular without the necessity of static IP addresses or manual DHCP reservations, things like that. I want to cover a high availability deployment with a FortiGate unit setup. My lab is a single FortiWi-Fi 60E or 60D. It's back there somewhere. But I want to cover, you know, the benefits of HA, the types of HA, things like that, so that you guys, when you're deploying, you can get the most out of your device. And then things like web filter and DNS filter troubleshooting. And of course, the security fabric. Most people aren't using it. So if you have Fortinet gear throughout your entire stack, you're missing out on a lot of visibility there. So those are videos that I have coming down the pipe. We'll probably start recording them January 2nd. It's probably going to take me that long to recover from New Year's Eve. Outside of that, I do have a question for you guys. So I have a client that uses Zscaler, web filtering, things like that. We have it deployed on the FortiGate, and it seems to be working relatively well, but we had some weird instances yesterday during a maintenance window where Zscaler, though it was live, nuked the default route. So I wanted to start some conversation with you guys, see if you guys have experienced that and what you did to rectify it. I'm certainly not infallible, so I'm learning every day just like you guys are. And this really pissed me off, so I really want to figure out what's going on here. Typical deployment, you know, you have your default route going out to the WAN interface. We have the Zscaler tunnel built, and then we have a policy route that forces everything that's not internal to go through that IPsec. Changed the default route that also points things to Zscaler, and it nuked the whole environment. I had to basically tear down the tunnel from the Zscaler side to get my device responding again. So I just wanted to talk to y'all, see what y'all are doing. Definitely would love to figure out what the hell happened, you know. And then you know, a nice article with, of course, credit to whoever provides The workarounds are the best practice for that, because I'm certainly not the only one that's run into this issue, and I definitely would like to help get the word out there on how to prevent it. Oh, it's afternoon. This is okay. Graton beer, 30A. It's a Beach Blonde Pale Ale. It's made from my neck of the woods, where I'm from, down in Destin, Florida, the 30A, that whole area. So try it out if you haven't. Other than that, post comments below if you have any questions, concerns, or some recommendations for videos that I haven't mentioned when I was rattling off that long list. Let me know, because I want to put out what you guys are useful for, what you guys will find useful. And I've spent a lot of time doing things that I find interesting, but I'm not going to run into the same situations that you guys are. The past few months have been a little hectic between consulting time, family, holidays, so the videos are about to start pumping up, and that's that. So give me a shout in the comments below, let me know what you need, and if you've had that Zscaler issue, I'd love to talk to you about it. So outside of that, you guys have a wonderful holiday season, and I will see y'all January 2nd. Bye.